All right, man. Ticket TV live stream. Salute to everybody for tapping on in. I appreciate all y'all in the building. And let's get right into it, man. The OKC Thunder, man. Uh, man, they may bounce back and win this thing again, man. You know, they didn't have Shea and J Dog and those guys, but they still handle business. Uh, you know, in the preseason, and so far, and me just looking at their overall team chemistry they got, the way they play together, along with the coaching. Um, Bro, that's a dangerous team, and the reason why they're so dangerous, they're an even keel team. You don't see OKC getting two up, getting two down. They don't care about the press. They don't care about the media. They don't care about any of that stuff, man. And that is a dangerous recipe for a team to be able to bounce back and win another championship. I'm telling y'all this. This team, they're not basking in no media, no nothing. The media's not even really talking about these guys. It's like they didn't even win a championship last year. The media is coming back talking about the same old bullshit they talk about every year. Who's better, Curry or LeBron? This, that, that, third. Don't nobody care about that shit no more. Um, these young guys are not being able to get their credit because these old washed up dudes are continue to overlap them, steal their shine, and use the media. And what I mean by use the media is a lot of these guys they have contacts within the media. See, I'm gonna tell you something. What a lot of these guys do that got bread, they'll have their own representation, guys who are cool with them planted in the media to keep themselves alive. See what I'm saying? And then the other ones, what they'll do is they'll just pay the media to continue running positive stories about them. Or they'll just continue to make sure that they, how should I say, uh, you know, give the media perks in order for the media to continue to put stories about them out there, push their narrative out there. And what it does is exit out everybody else. That's what it does. The number one topic of discussion should have been the OKC Thunder coming into this season. They won the championship last year. Should have been the number one topic of discussion. Can they repeat? I believe they can repeat. They don't came back with the same team, bro. I'm telling y'all something. These guys are very scary, and we're gonna learn about Shea Alexander's killer instinct this year. We definitely gonna learn about his killer instinct because this is a year where it's always harder to repeat. You know what I'm saying? And so, because everybody's gunning for you, you the champs, everybody's coming for you. You know, we're gonna find out a lot about Shea and that team and what they built. Like I'm gonna tell you something, man. Them young boys, man, I'm impressed by them because they like I said, they're not crying about not getting credit. They're not crying about not getting media attention. They don't care about that stuff, bro. These dudes literally just come out balling, man. You know what I'm saying? Putting up wins, putting up 60 some win seasons. So I think once again they're gonna have another 60 some win season, barring injury. They're gonna have another 60 some win season. And I don't see no team, and this is all it's gonna come down to. Is there any team in the West that can beat them in a 7-game series? I just don't see it. I don't see any team in the West that can beat them in a 7-game series. Don't see it. The one team I see, or two teams I see giving them problems in a 7-game series, are the Houston Rockets and potentially the Denver Nuggets. Other than that, I don't see any of them other teams really giving them too much of a problem in the West, man. I just think that they're just better. And that's just me being honest. I think they're just better, bro. You know? So, again, those are only two teams is the Houston Rockets and the Denver Nuggets. Outside of that, I don't see it. And the fact that they've already beat Denver in that 7-game series, know how to get over the hump against those guys. Again, you know, I'm just telling y'all this. With the Houston Rockets, KD on this type of team presents a different dynamic. Not a super team type team, but the Houston Rockets, the one thing that concerns me is that they don't have Fred Van Fleet, and that's going to hurt a lot. I was banking on Fred playing beside KD, his experience and everything at that point guard spot. It's going to be very important. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do, but that's going to put Thompson, that's going to thrust him into the spotlight. Now, does he come out like a young Russell Westbrook? We're going to talk about that in a different video. Or, does his game kind of, see, you want his energy to match what Russ has matched when Russ and KD play together. You want Thompson's energy to match. What you don't want is his mentality at that time, his mindset, his thinking on the approach to the game. So that's going to be one of those ones. He's going to be one of them young, hungry dudes that's ready to come out here and prove himself and show his worth. He showed up last year in those playoffs. But, yeah, man, those are the two teams I see right now, man. You know what I mean? But the OKC Thunder, man, top to bottom, man, you come back with the same team. None of these dudes are complaining about airtime. None of these dudes are complaining about, not getting no credit. Bro, these dudes just come out and literally ball. I love that about them. I love that about this team, man. And I'm convinced that this team is coming out the West again. I'm convinced that they're coming out that West again. And it's not going to be easy, but they're coming out of West again. I'm telling you this. And barring injury, they're coming out that West again. And they're going back to the NBA Finals, I believe. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people be surprised what I have to say. What? And I'm going to talk about this in a different video today, too. I think Doc Rivers is going to put on a coaching exhibition this season. I think the Milwaukee Bucks, them barring injury to Giannis or any other key guys, I think they're going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Or to the NBA Finals this year, excuse me. I think they're going to break through the East. I think with Boston taking a step back, I think with Indiana being, weakened, and I think with them, it's looking like them, the Knicks, and which I think this is the year that Doc Rivers and the Milwaukee Bucks step up. And somebody said they don't trust Kuz. Well, Kuz had to get up off Kuz midway through the season if he capping. But I'll talk about that in a different video. But I just want to talk about OKC. I just think they're going back to the finals, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that OKC Thunder are going right back to the NBA Finals. This team is young, man. This team has a lot of potential in front of them, bro. I'm telling y'all this, man. That OKC Thunder team, man, a lot of potential, bro. When you that age and you that mature, that's key. They're very mature, man. And that's the scary part, bro. And them dudes is competitors. They going to compete. They're not finna come out here and hang it up this season and then, be on cap and act like, they coming out here to compete, dog. That's the thing you got to worry about. But y'all definitely let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe once again. There are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, Straight Drought Weight Loss Formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.